Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where today we are showcasing some Master League action, a Shundo Mewtwo, as well as a Solgaleo in Origin Palkia with Spacial Rend making its debut, at least on my channel, in the Go Battle League. Thank you to Kara Dubois or Dubois. I'll go with Dubois for the submission. The battles are in French text, but we all know that Pokemon Go PvP is a universal language, and Raul is the first opponent. Vas y Dialga. Wait, is this not French? Vas doesn't sound French to me, but I think it's French. I'm just gonna go with French, and here's the thing. Either it's French and I'm right, or it's not French, and you guys will leave me so many comments saying how embarrassing it is, and we'll get much more interaction on the video as we see Mewtwo rocking Flamethrower as that secondary move. An interesting choice. I would say Shadow Ball is typically the most common second move, but I've seen some people running Ice Beam for coverage for Landorus, which is quite common now. And we're seeing this Mewtwo opting for Flamethrower, I guess for opposing Solgaleo perhaps, maybe the odd Excadrill or Melmetal you may see. And now going for the Side Strike. Was that charge attack priority, or did the opponent just lag a turn maybe? Side Strike connects, and it was charge attack priority. Interesting play. I think the opponent would have been better committing to the farm there. And we're going to see Palkia come in and met by Orlando. This is going to be favorable for this Origin Palkia. Looks so cool, doesn't it? Looks pretty dang cool. The Solgaleo image we have as well. Like, it barely even looks like a Pokemon. It looks like a character from some sort of other anime. And Palkia going head-to-head with Lando, a Sandsear Storm. I almost said Scorching Sands. Sandsear Storm, not going to be enough to knock out. Aqua Tail probably knocks out even after the debuffs here. Yes, it does. And what do we got in back? We got Solgaleo against the Mewtwo, and this is looking very good. Even if this is a Shadow Ball, Solgaleo can eat one. Gonna elect to shield it to be safe. It's actually an Ice Beam. So, two Mewtwo's in this match, both opting for different movesets, neither of which were double Legacy Shadow Ball, and Solgaleo delivers the final blow to knock out the Mewtwo. Nicely done. I'm pretty confident it's French. I'm pretty confident. Also, cool announcement today, not long after this video goes live, I will be going live on my Twitch stream and debuting or re-debuting, like re-premiering a new series with a special guest. I'll keep the special guest as secret as possible. Maybe that'll help some of you tune in, but a guest I'm very excited to have on the channel. And we are going to be doing a Guess the Elo style segment on my stream, which will eventually go on YouTube. And we see Solgaleo here tanking the Aeroblast like it's nothing. Solgaleo so bulky. Going for the Psychic Fangs as well, just debuffing this Lugia over time. But yeah, for anybody watching this channel that also is like a chess fan, I'm not necessarily a chess like fan. I'm a complete novice, but I enjoy playing for fun and watching some chess content creators. And Gotham Chess is like this massive chess YouTuber. He runs a Guess the Elo series, which is really funny and entertaining, where he reacts to people's battles and then tries to guess what Elo they're at in chess. And sometimes he's like way off, like the game's really good and maybe they're like lower level, or sometimes the game's really rough and he's trying to guess the Elo. So we're gonna have a special guest on. We're gonna guess the Elo. Loser might do some sort of punishment, whether that's like transfer a shiny, or I was thinking maybe like loser or winner gets to rename one of the loser's Pokemon to something of their choice. So it should be a fun time, and I encourage you guys to check it out. I'm excited for it today. I think we'll have a lot of fun there. And back to the battles, we see Palkia here against the Tapu Koko. So not the best matchup here. The Dragon Breath's going to be heavily resisted, but man, that Aqua Tail does so much. That's crazy. Aqua Tail getting that buff, going to be a buff for Palkia as well. Aqua Tail grabs the shield. Tapu Koko farming up energy, but still two shields to hide behind for this Palkia. This trainer putting it all on the back of Palkia. Is this going to be enough to knock out? It is debuff now, so Tapu Koko might hang on. No, it doesn't. And Lugia is too low to do anything. And that is going to be a G to the G. Nice win. We don't feature Master League content as often on the channel. I know there are some people that are Master League specialists, and it makes sense, right? Like, if I had the Mons for Master League, I would definitely feature it more. But I do kind of rely on y'all with your awesome submissions for me for Master League, since I only have a handful of Pokemon I can use personally. Mewtwo versus Ho-Oh here. Ho-Oh, I think a really solid Pokemon in the Master League. The ability to grab shields in the lead is a very effective strategy, and then saving shield to the back. Oftentimes, Ho-Oh is paired with Dialga, because you want like a hard Kyogre answer. Mewtwo going to put up a shield. The nice thing about going against Ho-Oh is, you know, it only has hard-hitting moves. We do see that Dialga pivot, and Solgaleo gonna do really well here. Just going for Psychic Fangs immediately. You don't really have any charge move pressure here if you're Solgaleo, so it makes sense to just debuff the Dialga as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Solgaleo rocking that best buddy ribbon near the paw. Looks kind of funny. Solgaleo fire spinning away. Another move, or was this the first move coming through from Dialga? They built up a lot, and there's the Draco. Man, Draco's such a hard-hitting move. Oh, and maybe a little bit greedy. Dialga's actually going to be able to flip this matchup because of not throwing that Psychic Fangs. But it seems like Dubois is content with this. Going to throw the Psy Strike here. Grabs a shield. Already at another Psy Strike. We know how spammy Mewtwo is. Psycho Cut Psy Strike combination is so good. And then we see the Palkia swap and the Dragon Breath chunking away. Going to be forced to shield here. Do you have enough health to get to the Spacial Rend, or do you have to settle for Aqua Tail? Committing to the Spacial Rend. And this new signature move has such a cool animation. Boom, look at that. Isn't that pretty fire? Knocks out the Zekrom. The remaining Pokemon are quite low. Does Ho get to a move? Okay. Ho does not get to a move before an Aqua Tail, so the opponent is going to surrender. And that is a GG. GG. I went to school with a Dubois, the Dubois family, and they were some cool guys, some cool kids. Kara Dubois. I believe they tagged me in my Discord, letting me know they submitted some battles, and now we got, okay, a situation where Flamethrower might be quite nice here. Not messing about. Looks like he's going to go straight for it. And the opponent probably doesn't shield, right? Because they're like, okay, worst case, this is a Shadow Ball. I don't really need to respect this. Oh, never mind. What does Rise know? Apparently nothing. Hopefully we'll know something on Guess the Elo. Our predictions will be good. And I want to give a shout out to Erickson, by the way. Guest editor Erickson, who I reached out in my Discord if anyone was willing to help me with the Guess the Elo series, because I personally, okay, how do we approach this? Editor Chris can't put together the Guess the Elo battles, because then I would know what the hidden Elo is. So I had to have a third party do it, and Erickson was nice enough to put in some time and do that. So thanks to Erickson. Can we get any love to Erickson in the comments in this video? I'd appreciate it. As Solgaleo debuffs the Melmetal, fire spinning away. This Melmetal has been a bit of a nuisance here. The opponent was willing to expend both their shields from the Flamethrowers, and now all of a sudden, not having Stone Edge here is a little bit rough. Going to throw the Psychic Fangs to debuff and then swap into Palkia. Palkia's going to have to eat super effective Dragon Breath damage here, but is a little bit more, has a higher stat product, I should say, than this Gyarados. Oh, gets a little greedy maybe. Might have been best served throwing an Aqua Tail there to knock out before getting knocked out, but just going to put it all in the back of Solgaleo. Is there something in the back that Dubois can still defeat? And Melmetal comes in. Interesting. They're probably just going to throw a superpower and then get out. Okay, going to shield the superpower. What's in the back? It's a Dragonite. There's no way, right? Is there any way you can Psychic Fangs and then Iron Head? I don't think so. I feel like a superpower from Dragonite would nearly knock out from this range. Maybe Solgaleo can hang on, but oh, no, not enough. Even if you do hang on and get off the Iron Head to knock out, then you just get Thunder Shock down. So, a tough one there. We got probably like 3 or 4 more matches in this video. Next opponent, here we go. Mewtwo into Palkia, the standard Palkia. Of course, Psy Strike going to be the preferred move here as opposed to the double resisted Flamethrower. Psy Strike coming through one of the most efficient charge moves in the game. Only 45 energy for a quite hard-hitting charge move. And I saw on stream last night, I forget who I was watching, but people were talking about what does more, Psy Strike or Shadow Ball. And from a Mewtwo, Psy Strike will actually do slightly more because that same type attack bonus. If Mewtwo was not a Psychic type, then Shadow Ball would do more. And we're going to see the full Psycho Cut down. Wow, Mewtwo coming out with so much energy, ready to fire. And unfortunately, I think it's only going to get off one move here because of the Charm sneaking through. If he had done one, maybe I missed it, but I think he threw instantly, right? So if he had done one, he would have been able to get off back-to-back, but it's tough because it wasn't ideal. Like, it was tough to recognize whether you're going to live the Charm anyway, so it happens. And then we see, oh, baby. We see the Apex Shadow. Oh, these Incinerates doing nothing, dude. Have you ever seen Incinerate do such little damage? Boom, Brave Bird does a ton. But now the Aqua Tail should knock out since this Ho-Oh is severely debuffed. And we're going to see Togekiss Charm down. Togekiss could have a Flamethrower ready, but a non-stab Flamethrower not going to be enough to really threaten this bulky Solgaleo. And that is going to be a G to the G. Solgaleo fire spinning down the Togekiss in the end game. Very nicely done. Getting a little bit of Stardust there. 2138 is the elo. Let me know what you guys are sitting at this early stage in the Go Battle League season. I think the top leaderboarders have just hit expert rank. I am still in ace rank, approaching veteran rank. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you've gotten your starting elo yet, that's pretty sick. Solgaleo going to counter this Dialga. We've seen this matchup play out before. Last time we saw maybe slightly greedy, not throwing the Psychic Fangs, allowed Dialga to flip this matchup. Do you ever consider shielding a Draco to get a big fire spin down? Like, I personally would not hate that play. I personally would not hate the play, but gonna let this go. And it's the right call. It's only an Iron Head. And this has to be an Iron Head because Iron Head's 50 energy, so you're not going to get to a Draco that fast after throwing an Iron Head. Nice recognition, gets the farm down, and will be able to get off a parting move against whatever comes in here. This is pretty nice for Solgaleo. Let's see what's going to come in. It's going to be the Kyogre, and if he lives this waterfall, we'll get off the double Psychic Fangs. That would be quite nice. Doesn't live the waterfall. That's okay. You've got a really hard answer here. And Mewtwo, not the thickest Pokemon in the world, not the bulkiest, but it's going to still do pretty well here. Oh, not the best timing. This could be costly because you really need to get off a third Psy Strike here. Let's see if he's still able to. Yes, still able to get the third Psy Strike. That is massive. It was awfully close, but gets this off. Big damage, and now the Togekiss is manageable to get rid of for this Palkia. Honestly, might be able to Dragon Breath down, and then you can go for that Spacial Rend against the Kyogre. No boost, fortunately, for Toge. So it goes down, and Kyogre says, I can't beat this Palkia. Down a shield, even with the chip damage from the Charms. Palkia does such a hard wall to Kyogre. Honestly, if Kyogre isn't running Thunder or Blizzard, everything is going to be double resisted. So that is a pretty ridiculous matchup in a positive way for the Palkia. I believe there is one more battle in this video. Let's see. Against Truck Driver. Let's see if Devois can end with a win. Zacian, I would consider this a positive matchup for Mewtwo. The Snarls do add up, so it's not like it's not a hard counter by any means, but because Psy Strike 2 shots and you outpace, I think it's a slightly favorable matchup. That looked like it was a play rough. Not the best timing. Throws after 3. Would have been better off throwing after 1 for proper timing because you let in a full snarl by doing that. Now throws after 1, so that was good. Side Strike coming through. Zacian gonna have to take it to the face. And I like throwing right away here. The opponent gives you the opportunity to get this move off. Just throw it right away, even though it was on alignment. You get the second shield. Now, I don't think you mind letting this go. Okay, gonna shield. I'm worried that Zacian gets to a third move here first, though. And it does. So, Zacian's gonna be able to knock out the Mewtwo here. But at least you get a farm down, so that's kind of nice. You get a head start with Solgaleo. Let's see what their answer is to Solgaleo. Kyogre. This could be bad. Hopefully they're double weak to Palkia, and Zacian was their only Palkia answer. So we see the Palkia swap, and they're staying in momentarily. Met by Zarude. Okay, not the worst matchup by any means here for Palkia. Even though you're a water type, you have that dragon type coverage. Covering the water typing, that weakness to grass. So you're only going to take neutral here. Power Whip does do a lot of damage. Can you get the Dragon Breath down? Yes, you can. And really needs to commit to this Spacial Rend. Oh, is there any way Palkia hangs on to a Surf? It's double resisted. Surf doesn't knock out. Gets off the Spacial Rend. An Origin Palkia flexing its muscles. Knocks out the Kyogre. A 2-on-1 in the end game, essentially. As Palkia closes things out in style with a very impressive win there. Thank you to Dubois for the submission. If I've been mispronouncing your name, my apologies, but very cool stuff. I enjoyed these battles. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like on the video, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and tune into the stream today, 4 p.m. Central Time, pretty soon after this video goes live. We will be doing our GBL sets and debuting the new Guess the Elo series inspired by Gotham Chess, but with Pokemon Go PvP. So it should be a fun time. I hope to see you there. Yes, you. And all that said, thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.